What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Considering how popular Rae Sremmurd's Black Beatles has become in the last 2 weeks due to the Mannequin Challenge, and now it's #1 on Billboard's Hot 100, you knew that rappers were going to try to capitalize off of that and remix the song, throw their own verses on it. I'm very much expecting a Rick Ross verse in the next 2 weeks, but for now, Nicki Minaj makes sure that she gets in early on this record. She takes Black Beatles and turns it into Black Barbies. The question here is it any good? I think Nicki Minaj in 2016 and maybe in 2015 as well has kind of just been coasting. There hasn't been anything that lives up to some of her earlier work. And depending on let me say this. It's weird for me as a reviewer to kind of look at some of these artists because I know there's so many diehard Nicki Minaj fans they might watch this video and they think, you're crazy. This freestyle was crazy. This remix is great. I don't know what you're talking about. They're going to leave all kind of hateful comments. And so it's always kind of weird when I'm doing these reviews for artists that have such diehard fan bases. It's the same when I did one for Eminem's campaign speech and everybody was like, you're bugging, this is crazy, it's not even a song, it's freestyle, whatever. I will say this, the remix to Black Beatles isn't bad, yet I just wasn't that impressed. Some of the lines, they feel like they're kind of disguised to be dope, but the more that you listen to them, the more you understand that they're just mild at best. She drops the Love and Hip Hop reference with all that Fetty, but he never met Masika. If I wasn't somebody who listened to everything, I might be more impressed with these lines. But I think with Nicki Minaj now, she kind of just rehashes a lot of what she's said in the past. It's like, where's that inspiration for some new material, for some new experiences? And I'm not saying that she doesn't do it because there were some on her last album, but recently it feels like all the verses that she's been doing, all the guest features kind of follow a similar path. She's subliminally dissing other artists, whether she has a target in mind or just saying, hey, the crown is mine, everybody else back off. She does that. She rehashes this phrase, these bitches is my sons. I don't know how many times she said that, but I think Nicki using this phrase often is just outdated. It's overplayed. It just has no purpose anymore. It sounded cool when she first said it because it was more on the bragging and boasting side. Not to mention it was probably attached to a good verse, but here it's like you're just coasting and then you say this line. It's like, I'm not too big on it. Depending on the type of person you are, you might be fine with the lyrics, and that's cool. This is just my opinion. I just think that Nicki should kind of expand or change her approach a little bit. Case in point, Young Dolph. Young Dolph raps about a lot of the same thing. He's in the streets, he's moving weight, and go get some money. That's what his projects revolve around, but I think Young Dolph has a personality to where he can add in some humor, where he can restate something like go get the money several times because he'll flip it into different ways, but it's all like that central theme. So I think that's something that Nicki Minaj needs to do with her upcoming album. There's a line, it's still pulling up on my wrist looking like a snow cone. Is that you, Meek? It feels like Meek is either writing for her or Meek has had plenty of influence on her, because that definitely right there, anything to do with the wrist and some kind of ice or a snow cone or ice cream, anything that you can do with the wrist, I feel like Meek Mill has his hand in it. So I'm still unsure what the future of Nicki Minaj's musical career holds. At this point, you know she has diehard fans who are always going to support her, who are going to love her music, but as a critic, I think I view it from a different scope. Her output hasn't been very memorable. Black Barbies is a remix that'll be here today and gone tomorrow, at least to me. I know some people will love it and continue to play it over and over again, but me personally, I'm done listening to the song. But like always, I'm excited to see where Nicki goes with her next album. She's been taking quite a long time. It's been she's been quiet on that. You don't have any interviews discussing where she's going to go with this album. So maybe she's just kind of doing some stuff here and there and really focusing all the energy on an album. But nonetheless, once you listen to Black Beatles, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sremmurd's Domain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.